My name is Paul Sinclair, and I want to take a peek into the world of tribute bands. The live music industry is big business. With over 30 million of us paying an average of £47 a ticket every year in the UK, it's no surprise that ticket sites have been increasing prices in recent years, with a 33% rise in ticket prices in the last decade. With that being said, it seems that tribute bands are also on the rise, playing bigger shows to larger crowds, a cheaper alternative to the sky-high prices of the real deal. And after seeing a poster for one of their biggest shows to date, this led me to Scotland's own Definitely Oasis. A band seemingly in the rise, from their humble beginnings in working man's pubs to selling out venues the Gallagher brothers themselves have played. Hailed as the country's top Oasis tribute, I'm going to find out what it takes to make a tribute band, to join the kind of people who drive the endless roads of rock and roll, filling in someone else's shoes, and a peek behind the curtain of the makeshift Gallagher gang. So I'm on my way to Livingston at the moment to meet with Brian McGee, who's not only the manager but the lead singer for Oasis tribute band Definitely Oasis. I'm hoping that he can lift a little bit on what it takes to be in a tribute band and give me a little bit of a better insight as to life on the road. This is not Brian's first venture into the tribute band world. He was the founder and leader of the Complete Stone Roses, the leading UK Stone Roses tribute band. How long have you been doing the Definitely Oasis thing?
Definitely Oasis has been about 5 years now, sort of 4 years properly. We sort of started, we've done like the odd pub gigs and stuff in Livingston, Edinburgh, and then it just sort of grew arms and legs, and we ended up doing our first gig in England. I think that was 2014, was it 2015? And then since then, it's just sort of grew arms and legs and kept going.
So you run this tribute band kind of like your own business. This is your full-time job, is that right?
When it started, it was easy because it was just booking local gigs, sort of pubs and clubs. But as it sort of grew and we started going down south and things, we were finding it hard to get gigs down south at first. So I started promoting a lot of the gigs myself, thinking, right, I'll do it this way. And that seems to work, but it just, again, grows arms and legs. And before we know it, we're now playing the O2 Academy, which is like 2,500 people. It's a total different, like from dealing with a pub with 80 people to now 2,500 people. So it's a big jump, so it's so much work involved behind the scenes. But it's worth it, I love doing it. I wouldn't want to do anything else. So.
We're coming to see you on Saturday.
Yeah, that'll be good.
It's not the first time you played there?
No, this will be our second time playing this. We done it last year. It was sold out. I think this one's just about sold out as well. I've played it a few times before that, but no, it's a class gig. Always a good crowd in Edinburgh, and they're all bonkers. So I can't wait. It'll be a good laugh.
I caught up with Brian and the rest of the band that Saturday at Edinburgh's Liquid Rooms, a 700 capacity venue, sold out for that evening's show. Are the Pringles part of your rider, Brian?
Yes, they're got to be. Got to be.
And a big can of Stella?
That's not for me, that's for the drummer. Alright. That's for the drummer. It's just rock and roll.
As the band tune up and get ready for the impending gig, I head outside to the growing queue of people to see if I could find out firsthand what appeals to them about a tribute show. Let's see your tattoo. And what does that mean?
As you will, Liam Gallagher. What more could you ask?
What are you doing here tonight?
Just going in to see a wee bit of Oasis, because we
Definitely Oasis.
We can't see the real thing, so we're going to see these
The
guys.
next best thing.
Brilliant.
Have you seen the real Oasis before?
Yes, I have.
And how does this compare?
It's not bad actually. You could quite close your eyes and think that you were there, but they're not the same. No.
Would you be more inclined to go to these because it's cheaper than go to see the real thing, or just because it's on?
Aye, definitely. That's what I was just talking to that lassie about. 13 quid to go and see this. What's Oasis? 100 quid.
Say so.
Guys are good. They're a good show. So.
The band seem relaxed backstage, enjoying the free food and drink, and beginning the transition from everyday Joes into rock and roll stars. Looking forward to getting it there?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Get out there and do it, man. I'm looking forward to this set more than anything, yeah. Just be here now, it's slightly different. Aye, man. Listen for it. All sorted.
Nice one.
What's your slot, man?
Good luck, boys. What's the process like for you stepping out of Brian's shoes and going into Liam's shoes?
I don't know, you just sort of get in the mood for it for that hour and a half, for that 2 hours, and then it's like a switch. You just switch back off and back to normal again. It's quite hard, and I'll put on the Manchester accent, which I never used to be very good at, but I think I'm getting better. People seem to always think I'm from Manchester now, so I must be doing all right at it.
Can I hear a wee bit of it now?
I don't like that. Yeah, all right, yeah, you can hear a bit of it now if you want, mate, yeah.
I'd heard from the band, I'd seen the crowd's strong reaction, but what about the business side of things? I wandered across town to nearby La Belle and Gel to meet with club promoter Matt Justice. So, as a promoter, have you booked many tribute bands in your time here?
Well, we've had loads recently. You know, we've had like the Absolute Jam. We've got like a Blondie one coming up. You know, there's obviously we've had everyone really from Oasis to Stone Roses to we've got like Metallica and Anthrax all coming up next year. So lots of tribute.
So, for a fairly sizable venue like this, do you think that there's a huge demand for tribute bands these days?
For this kind of size of venue, it's perfect for us because obviously a lot of the bands that these bands are nodding their hats at are essentially bands that are going to fill the Hydro or like big festival things where you're having to pay a couple of £100 a ticket just to see your one favourite band. Whereas here you could pay between I don't know, £5 and £15 to see a band here. Sometimes as good as the band that you're loving,
Yeah. Before my time with Definitely Oasis came to an end, I wanted to talk with Noel impersonator Chris Duncan, who, despite loving the rock and roll lifestyle, was leaving it all behind to focus on family. Is it hard to have that family life and be on the road and work?
It is. Obviously being away, I mean, I'm missing my daughter growing up. I've got a young daughter at 5. Obviously got a girlfriend as well, full-time kind of partner. So she's in herself, a full-time partner. That's a new thing. Is that a thing? No. Is that no? So she's in herself every weekend, and I miss the kid growing up and that, and just I'm just really missing them. You know what I mean? It's kind of precious moments. I don't think I could get back if I keep going the way I'm now. Do you know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, I'll miss it. Of course I miss it. I miss the boys. I miss the music. But I think I've made the right decision, to be honest with you, man.
Being in a tribute band, what do you think the appeal is to the audience for coming to see a tribute band?
I don't know, especially with a band like Oasis, who obviously made such a name for themselves. They're not together anymore. There's people coming to the gigs who are older than me, maybe in their 40s, 50s, who were there and obviously in the heyday. There's people, 14-year-olds who never got to see them. So it's just that kind of that buzz about Oasis that people never got to see. And I'm not being big-headed, but we are fucking shit hot, man. We're great. So we put on a good show. We've got a good name for ourselves. So people come to see us up and down the country, to be honest with you, or selling at venues. So
have you ever met any of the Gallagher brothers?
I've not. One of my favourite memories was I'd seen them on a Saturday. This is going back about 2002 roughly. I seen them on a Saturday in Glasgow Green, supported by Primal Scream. Absolutely amazing, what a gig it was. The next day, I went to see Celtic. My team played Rangers, beat them 6-2 at Celtic Park. About 20 odd seats in front of me, Noel Gallagher standing there with a Celtic scarf, shaking that about, man. I was like, can I get any better than this? See my favourite band, see my favourite team pumping their rivals, man. Can't get better. That killed me now, man. Amazing.
Although portraying another artist, it seems that Definitely Oasis are the real deal when it comes to rock and roll and dedication. They may be a tribute band, but like all bands who strive to be a success, they've put a lot of hard work into making sure the shows happen and portraying the idols that are familiar to millions. But through all of this, I had one burning question I just had to ask. What do you think it would mean for Definitely Oasis if the actual Oasis got back together?
I've been there before. I mean, with the Stone Roses, that was always a thing. You wondered what would happen if the Stone Roses ever got back together. And I'd left by that point when the Stone Roses did, and I did see the gig numbers drop and the crowds sort of drop, which is understandable. And I think that would be the same with Oasis. I mean, we'd probably continue to still do gigs, but I don't think they would be as big as they are, certainly while they're back together. It would drop off that way, but I wouldn't mind. I'd get to go and see Oasis again, and I'd probably do something else. I'd just move on to something different.
Oasis.